Hi, this is Dubious Dan, as I have been called, responding to a video that Stan made in response to a question I had about CTE. My question was, how does CTE account for throw? When you hit a ball softly, as everybody knows, a ball will throw more than a ball that's hit more hard with follow on it. So the CTE people and Stan say that CTE accounts for that. It puts an automatic overcut into your shot so that the ball will go center pocket. But that doesn't really address the question. If throw changes the direction of the ball at different speeds, then something has to give. Either you're going to miss the shot or you have to change something in your alignment with CTE, either consciously or subconsciously, to account for that change in throw. So Stan made a video to talk about that, and I found it very interesting, and I'll show you why in a second here. Stan never actually says that the balls are both going into the pocket at the exact same point, but he's kind of hinting at that. He makes a big deal about keeping all the variables exactly the same except for the speed, and voila, both balls go in the pocket, so I guess you get the exact same result, regardless of how hard you hit the shot. And I guess that proves that CTE is more powerful than throw and doesn't care about throw because it puts the ball in the center of the pocket every time. On the other hand, Stan actually says, and I quote, that with the soft speed shot, quote, there's not a tremendous amount of friction built up between the two balls to create that much throw. And then on the faster shot, he says, quote, the cue ball is getting off the ball very quickly, so I'm certainly not having to make an adjustment there. So those two statements seem to indicate that throw is not an important variable in any case, CTE or not. So I don't know if Stan wants to follow up with that, because on the one hand he's saying that CTE doesn't need to worry about throw, and then on the other hand he seems to be saying that there's not that much throw in any event to worry about. So that's a point of confusion. But anyway, on to what I found interesting about the video. Stan does two trials of a soft shot and a hard shot, and what I'm showing you right now on the screen is the second trial, and you can see that the soft hit shot goes dead center in the pocket. Now what I've done here is I've just taken very short clips out of the video to compare. So right now you're looking at a soft hit shot right down the middle of the pocket, and right here you're looking at the next shot, oops, right there, of the hard hit ball. Now Stan is cutting the ball to the right, so that means that the harder hit ball with follow is going to throw less, which means it's going to go to the right more. So this is soft, hard, soft, hard, soft, hard. Now it's going to do some different lines and drawings and animation and calculate angles, but I think this is a more powerful way to look at it, just to eyeball the difference between the two speeds. Now, I think this is a 9-foot table, and if you just look very easily, you can tell if this ball is dead center, I'm guessing these are 4 1/4 inch pockets. I could be a little off there. That puts the center of this ball at 2 1/8 inches off the right facing. This ball, the hard hit one, happens to basically hits the right facing. So that puts the center line of this ball at 1 1/8 inch off the right side of the pocket. So that means the difference between the center of each ball, of each of these two balls, is exactly 1 inch. Now if the pocket's a little bigger, a little smaller, it'll be a little more, a little less than 1 inch. But, you know, this ball is only going from the from the foot spot to the corner pocket. On a 9-foot table, that's about 35 inches. So there's about a 1.6 degree difference between these two shots. That's pretty significant in my book. I did a little math, and if you back this object ball up to the center spot on the table, that equals throw of about 1.5 inches. And if you go even further to the extreme and you have to shoot a shot that's 6 diamonds away, the difference is going to throw 2 inches from one to the next. The other point is that we're looking at this shot from the front of the pocket, like shooting right down the widest part of the pocket. As soon as you have a ball near a rail, you're going to be dead if you don't know how to account for throw. I mean, that's pretty significant. Now, I appreciate the fact that Stan did the shot twice because it shows that this wasn't a fluke. It's not like, mistake. It's repeatable. What I'm going to do is I'm backing up now to the first 2 balls. Here's the first shot that was hit slowly, the second shot that was hit hard. Try to toggle back and forth here. Okay. Here's soft, hard, soft, hard. It's the same thing. Now, I didn't use this one in my example. I used the second pair because this ball here is kind of fuzzy and I just couldn't capture the video correctly. The second set of balls, which is over here, gave me a much cleaner view of what was actually happening, as you can see. Okay. I think that about covers what I wanted to show. It'd be very interesting to have Stan do another video. I know he's not posting much on AZ anymore, but I think it's still an open question. In fact, to me, this proves that there's a lot more that meets the eye with CTE. I hope Stan keeps making more videos that we can analyze, and I think eventually we'll figure out how CTE works if he does do that. Thank you.